that I've given birth to in Nigeria, and my wife, she helped me to bring her, and she's on my own document. Do you believe that when I was stranded in Nigeria, when I went for my elder sister's burial in 2020, for good 10 months plus, my daughter, she was not entitled to a dime.
If you now hear what they will give her, they say, I don't even know how much they give this big girl. But when I asked her, she was telling me something about £25 a week, £20. I was like, really? People actually live on that?
Well, see, they paid my wife before on my son that she gave back to me. They paid that before, I think about between 75, 80 pounds. That's what they said they paid. They reduced it to that, they reduced it to that 20-something pounds when I moved down here. Yeah. Last year, my brother, for anybody that wants to hear, I paid over 7,000 pounds for my application and my daughter's application. I did my daughter own first, and
paying taxes
listen,
as well.
I did my daughter's thing first. I did my daughter's own first. They hold on it. They didn't answer us. They didn't send it back. And she just finished her GCSE exam. She was supposed to go to college. They hold on it until I now send my own application in. And you can't submit your application before 28 days of expiry. So my daughter need to wait doing nothing till around November.
If you can just pack it up, because I want to take more calls.
So now what I'm trying to say is, Baba, when you check how much this application is taking from you, you won't believe it. So I tell some people that every 2 years, 6 months, I pay over 7,000 pounds to renew. They say, you are lying. I'll just be looking at them. You don't know what you're saying. When you come into the system, you will know how far. You understand me? So, Baba, I really appreciate you for that point that you bring, because the thing they hit me too. Me and you go for the same level. I know they're entitled to Shingbang as I did so. If I know what,
if you dare,
we are 5 in my house. We are 5 in my house. All our bills before was between 1,002 to 1,002 something. Now, Baba, he has risen to over 2,300.
And it's
close to 2,400 pounds.
It's going to continue rising. By January, I don't even know. I've said I'm going to cancel my direct debit for electricity, because I'm not actually going to feel happy if they take 300 and something, 400 pounds from my bank for electricity
Baba,
a month. No.
I'd rather be in how they increase it.
We can negotiate on later.
Up to council tax. So, Baba, thank you very much.
Bless you, Baba. Thank you so much for sharing that with us as well. So I am going to, I've got another person on the line. Hello there.
Thank you very much.
Mayegun.
Sir.
Mayegun General.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm very good. And you?
Very well. Thanks for asking, sir. So you're live. Everybody can
hear you.
Go on.
Yeah, my name is Phil. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Class, man. Good to have you. So.
Yeah. Right. You don't talk everything. I know say today you the para say make Nigeria just know say I say they happen for Nigeria, so they happen everywhere.
They happen everywhere.
You know all this place. Now, so you know all this place where we dey.
If we have to be honest. Go on, Baba.
No. Of course, to see around Baba. To see around now. At least normal wa. To back when 911 ọlọ́pàá dé gbogbo yẹn wà gbogbo yẹn ò dẹ̀ sí ní ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa lọ́hùn. You understand what I dey talk? So at least you go leave them for the tax they break everybody back like it's too much, but as you got off in she anyways. But
that's why gbogbo ìta ń sọ yìí náà àti sàtẹ àwọn kúkú ń rí nǹkan tó fi ń ṣe.
Ṣọlá gbogbo ìta ń sọ yìí náà à ń yọ̀ ni.
God bless you.
À ń yọ̀ ni. Normally tá bá rọ ọmọ tó bí síbí gangan tọ́jọ́ mọ̀ ló gangan àmọ́ àwọn kò bí n pé wọ́n useless because kò jọ wọ́n lójú wọn kò gbọ́dọ̀ mìíràn and they no get anywhere to go. So you go if you say akata for here now you know they work. You get 5 baby mamas, you don't burn tire, you know if you work, or so child support, you know if you do like that. Yeah. But at the same time, what thing I want to tell my own people for Nigeria is say opportunities to online is if you don't be like 18 and above, there are so many opportunities online. To buy the $1, we share pounds in naira. Iye to ma jẹ ní Naija. Because the thing that surprised me, my data, my you can just go online, just pick one little course, very little course. Go study it, go the machine Naija. Go the machine in Naija. To back $100, tell me not $100. The $100 to work paleko, useful for because $100 is $100 for me.
It is.
$100 for you in Nigeria.
You know one thing you said. I've been told. I've been told something, sir. Yeah, they said lately. Yeah, many people in the UK here, they are hiring tutors from Nigeria. I don't know how many people who have heard about that. If you have not, just for what you mentioned now, sir. What can you do to earn a better living? If you are still there, I like that part, sir. They said they are hiring tutors for their, private, like for me, like in the UK now. I will hire somebody in Nigeria who is a tutor, okay, in Nigeria. And he or she will be teaching my child a particular subject or a particular area where my child is having difficulty. Now, if they should come that can be earning that person about $300, £300, £400 a month. That's aside.
But Baba, you know it be £300 a month.
Baba, go on.
You know it be £300 per month for Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Think about that.
You know these people that are going university. You know how much they make.
So
okay, I get some of my boys now.
£2,000 in the UK. It is £2,000 to me. If you make £2,000 in Nigeria, Baba, that is a 1.6 naira. Cool 1.6 naira. Doing the same thing, you are going to do less in Agbole. Baba, continue. I love this.
Because what they tell you, they say when we did even secondary school, you get some people who say their notebook well. Thomas after classes for more low way. Toba ni be client. Of course, yeah. But more also by Toba she meji meta mary. Only a ton boys young panel. Okay, make I give you one quick one. I grew up in First Stack. Only Yakoti Yamanta Ogede. So my man Kiri, Catherine First Stack. First born one more we go. Only mommy Kirimo, you know, say First Stack regular now, but area Cocaine Avenue or low one bed. Right. But over there, I don't know the money they did like this, so only I don't tell you now, mommy did this thing now. There are a lot of things to Nigerians later. You see, and this applies to our politics too. People keep saying, I don't want to go politics too much. But if we look at deep down, only an abnormal person, I ain't go talk to one vote for Tinubu. Now abnormal person go talk to one vote for Atiku. Like anything normal. But you know what in day, they say, what limit around. Oti moyo konto mo Tinubu. Oti moyo konto mo Atiku. So, really, it just like say, I know Mayegu now. Mayegu no Atiku. I don't know if Atiku enter through Mayegu. So, I'm ready to go online, talk anything. I don't care. If you like, swear for my papa, swear for my mama. But to the bad, just the aspira. That's a quality. Why won't we show the Burukuni and she?
And the way you are so right, Baba. The way you are so right, Baba. Majority of us who don't give a damn about Tinubu, Atiku, or any of them as we speak, right? There are some people who are wondering. We are saying we are doing so because we are saying it from the position of comfort that we know that what will actually make me may look at Tinubu and say that better life that people deserve, he actually has to offer. Like, more comfortable, whatever Tinubu is telling people, right? He can't say such to somebody like me and convince me to go to a ballot, to go to the poll and vote for him. So there any chance, like you said, there any chance we can do whatever we want because any access income, the majority only access and as you put it, many people who are now building connections versus connections, right? They are now looking up to young people, looking up to how they are going to make more money from looting the system, from what yes, so sad.
Because if you even want to talk, now your direct boss go tell you say, Afola only sorrow now. oh my God, about people everybody know the truth. Everybody know the way we they go. But tọ́wọ́ wọn bá ti wà ń bẹ̀ díẹ̀ tó ti mọ̀yàn kan tí ó ṣá lè lọ́mọ́ pé àṣẹ ti bá ṣá lọ́mọ́ yín ṣá tí aláyé bá wọlé ṣe bó ṣe máa rí because bó ní any normal person normal mi ì tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ tàtíkù mò ń sọ Tinubu Yorùbá ni mí tó bá sọ pé Tinubu ló fẹ́ dìbò fún normal person ni mò ń sọ tí òun ṣe kó ti yá wèrè èmi ò sọ pé Tinubu bá dòmí sọ pé ó lè ní o bọ́ tó bá fẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín bẹ̀ yẹn sìn bèbè àǹtí tó wọlé ń sìn ọmọ ọdún mélòó ní 47 agile strong bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àìdíà tẹ̀ ó lè máa lọ pẹ̀lú tèmi pé òun àti connection wa kò matter but èèyàn kékeré ló lè rí rìlí ìtẹ́kọ̀ Tinubu lè lọ sórí YouTube fúnra ẹ̀ ní Àtíkù náà ò lè ṣe é even as people wey I no wan go there àwọn tó ń sọ obedient kó jẹ́ Igbo tó bá di pa sọ pé travel sọ pé kí Peter ṣe but still ara wọn náà ni. They don't dey together. You don't do governor 8 years. You don't do Abga. You don't do PDP.
If you are like somebody like me, if you get time, go and listen to that Obi himself. Then you realize that Nigerians still suffer. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know. I need to buy the point one time. Move button here. So let the president ìlú yẹn.
You get what I mean now? But I mean, kọ́tà yẹn sọ ní pé among gbogbo wèrè wọn tó kó sílẹ̀.
Among gbogbo wèrè tẹ́ kó bọ́ta o. Among gbogbo wèrè tẹ́ kó bọ́ta o. Tábà tẹ̀ máa dìbò fẹ́ anybody o.
But fúnrú àwa táwa ń rú àwọn àdúgbò yìí bàbá ẹ̀ máa ká parọ́ fúnra wa.
No, kò jọ. Kò tí ẹ̀ jọ bàbá kò jọ. Bàbá fáwa táwa síbẹ̀ yẹn gan anybody ò lè rí ìlú yẹn. Tí wọ́n bá change structure yẹn. Tí wọ́n bá kọ́kọ́ change structure yẹn. Ní constitution. Kàgbàgbé yẹn à ń ṣèlú constitution ò sí ń bẹ àti tóbi jù ní ọpọlọ tó lè control yẹn náà àkọ́kọ́ láti pín gbogbo ẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ yóò ṣe tọ́ka no lè má support fully but àkọ́kọ́ láti pín náà everybody máa control ìtọ́síṣẹ́ àti níbi tí wọ́n bá ń gbé bí ìwárọ̀ ọmọ ìlú pé kò ń ṣe pé wèrè wà everywhere náà tani ò fẹ́ sáré ń bì ìṣúná bó tó bá ti jáná tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì máa ti bá yín lé wọ́n máa prove ẹ̀ fún ẹ pé bọ̀bọ̀ jáná náà lọ́sàn 150 àyè ẹ̀ máa já tó bá dọ̀là ò ní jáná náà wèrè kún gbogbo bíi náà náà wèrè everybody everywhere nílé ayé òfin ló ń mú yàn but ẹ bá ti fi irú president wọ́n manage wèrè everybody ní bọ̀bọ̀ máa ya wèrè ju o má sùn ta o shelter wà o àmàkù ẹ̀ gbogbo you understand ilé kan ló wó ní Lẹ́kí ńgbà yẹn tí gbogbo wa pariwo fún àwọn èèyàn kù èmi tún ti wó kalẹ̀ sack kalẹ̀ fire president yìí ọ̀fọ̀ òun yọ̀sẹ̀ àwọn gọ́vnọ̀ tọ́jú owó sẹ́wọ̀n ó fún wọn ní state pardon so kí ló ń sọ fún wọn olófẹ́ mú ọmọ ìyàwó man bro all this thing no dey work well make I dey take it and make somebody else come up my ego you doing a great job man.
Now thank you so much for stopping by the way that's some summation there okay you are I mean people are the what do you call it they are the architect of whatever comes their way most of the time I said people do set themselves up. Maybe because of the information available to them or because of self-choices that the people believe that, well, I won't be responsible because if not, why would anybody actually feel comfortable to support something that is self-injurious and continue to be self-injurious to you or anything that has to do with you? And yet you are feigning ignorance or pretending that, or living in denial, pretending that it's not happening. Yet, staring you on the face. Hello there. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Hello, my dear.
Hello, sir. Daniel Ekale.
My own discussion is going to be very good. And it's going to be
you probably need to come very closer to that phone, sir. I don't know what happened. Maybe if it's on speaker, you can take it off. And if it's not, just make it closer, sir. Yeah, it's like it's going off and on, please.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What I want to discuss with you is
yes, sir.
It's about this subsidy.
The subsidy scam.
This subsidy keep on coming every year throughout for the past 7 years. This Bukwari is there. Mm-hmm. So who's fooling who?
And nobody can tell you the names of the beneficiary.
Uh-huh.
That's the problem. Which company they collect this money? Which one collected what and what? What did they supply? Can you trace what they supplied? And can you say, nothing? They just say subsidy.
Nothing.
1 trillion,
Subsidy.
4 trillion. That's it.
Because there was a time I thought they said 100%. There's no 100% here. It's every year. Somebody is there looting everything that has been looted.
Anything available.
I don't just. What kind of government? What kind of people are these people? Do they have brain at all?
Well,
so there are some people who have to be. There's some people who should be learning. To be telling the government, this and this are the profits we are making out of it. When this guy came in Buhari, we all like it. We all say, okay, subsidy, okay, come on, go ahead. We know where at the end of the day we benefit from it. But look at it now for the past 7 years.
Now?
They
actually scam people so much that
exactly.
In 2016 they removed subsidy. That was why petrol jumped from 87 naira to 147 naira. People don't even remember that anymore, right?
Exactly.
But guess what? In that same 2016, they paid over 700 billion naira for subsidy. In 2017, sir, they paid over 800 billion for subsidy. Now, when they got to 2019, now then the whole thing got mad. This year, they were paying, they are borrowing over 4 trillion for subsidy in 2022.
Subsidy. When we own this oil. So who's putting who? And you say then you'll be saying people hate the government. You hate somebody, then they will tell you are talking to us like that. Wasted every year. So how do we progress? No, let's sit down and think about it. Let's just sit down. Don't forget about sentiment here. Let's not forget about these people are government. Practically, you are rubbish. You are not doing anything, and you are there. You're claiming you are leader. You have nothing to show for it. I mean, are we all fools?
Well, entitled criminals. They are having their day, but it seems like they are nearing their end as well. They have finished. It's just how long is it going to take?
How come? Look at where they are running to. Look at the same oil you are producing. Even Nigerian oil is better. That's the American review to say that our petroleum is low in sulfur. And that is why American review says
which country are receiving the stolen crude oil from Nigeria? Nigeria is losing nearly $4 billion to stolen crude oil. Which country is collecting this oil? Which country is paying them? Which bank are they paying into? A giant of Africa cannot find out.
Exactly.
Yet they cannot pay for schools. They cannot pay hospitals. They cannot do all of that. And look at us. We are praying to God to come and do miracle. Are they for real?
Yeah, can you? Where is the money going to? All this in that case, from Buhari himself down, they are involved in all this mentality. It is obvious. You can't expect the number is there, the immigration are there, and they're carrying out big vessels to come and loot.
Yeah, and yet everybody
is there bringing all this money. Come on. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with us? Let's reality to ourselves. Then we said everybody is running over to other countries. The countries that don't have the kind of resources we have in that country. Now, I mean, come on, let's do things. Let's be realistic to ourselves.
Imagine Nigeria paying subsidy for fuel that have been sold in Ghana, that have been sold in Togo, that have been sold in Sudan, sold everywhere else. But Nigeria pay for the subsidies out, but Nigerians don't know. They have no idea.
You know what? This subsidy, this stealing fuel. I've been hearing about over 10 years.
Something that cost Wala 10 years ago, 2012, protesting. Jonathan said he was removing it. There was a scam. Guess that, one thing, sir. One of the beneficiaries of those subsidy scam is currently the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun. That's why I called him dubious Dapo. Yeah, he has an oil company. I mean, he was supposed to be somebody who is like, he has petrol station, right? Then suddenly, with the connection and everything that was on board that time, his own petrol station started importing fuel from God knows where. He collected billions, like billions of, billions of naira, hundreds of millions of dollars. He has so much money. That's why he had to be like, I must be governor. Everybody's looking for immunity. When you begin to look for those who collected that money, I have mentioned one now, okay? I know him very well. His name is Dapo, okay? Now, there are many like that now that we don't know. Free money. Free money. Yeah,
that is why, there was a time there was plot of killing. In Corodu, there was a lot of killing, a lot of atrocity was being. It's about this fuel.
People vandalizing power plant. I mean, there are all those who are also vandalizing, because they say everybody kuku they steal the oil. We can take my own. They will carry jerry can, carry cutlass, or ake. They will go and look for pipeline. Some of them they die when they, it's sad. It is just like it is sad. If everybody begin to put all this into picture it is sad.
There was a time in Kolodu, every meter is every meter
there's no fire outbreak now, gun outbreak now because of fuel in Kolodu. I know they have pipelines that pass through that place.
Pipelines everywhere. So there's a lot of stealing. Great close to your elbow. Keep on calling. We will
keep telling them. Right? Sometimes, one thing, sir. People know all these things, but guess what? People don't know. Sometimes they don't know how much that thing actually affects their day-to-day lifestyles. They have no idea. So we need to continue to remind them that yes, they are stealing oil. Yes, they are stealing money. Yes, they are buying properties in Dubai. But you know what else you don't know? That will continue to deny your children good education. It will continue to deny your youth good jobs. It will continue to deny you good lives. And it will continue to make you laughing stock in the rest of the world. Sadly, so we need to remind them, sir.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Even ordinary food that is very cheap. It was very cheap in Nigeria. Now becomes so expensive that you cannot even avoid it. Hardly anybody can afford food now. You can't eat 3 square meals.
It's getting worse every day.
How come is that?
And guess what? None of them is ready to explain.
Now exactly. When we start talking to them that these guys, Papa, you are rubbish, they say, we are I'm a sort of mother. I won't go on my lady by because I want to know what ballet was there. Can you imagine? It's obvious. Can you see that? Most of them, let them see them and ask them questions.
Thank you so much, Papa. Let me take one more call and call it tonight. Thank you.
I mean, I can't just imagine. Thank you so much. Because you're asking me about my opinion. Thank you so much.
So I am taking one more call. I'm going to call it tonight, but I have had my own fair share. I think I'm feeling the heat now. Let's see. Hello there.
One more.
One name. How are you there, Osita Baba? How are you?
Believe me, you will dash me this your attire.
I wish I could do more. But Baba, you see one thing there. You know one thing about my attires, right? It breaks my heart that sometimes they have all ended up as costumes. Can you believe that? Expensive stuff. So I just wear them as costumes so that I can dazzle all of you here and say, look at me. But apart from here, I take it off until the next time. And it's sad. I don't like that. Now, I wish
I had it's sad. I understand what you mean. That is so sad. Anyway.
But Osita Baba, it's been a long time. You have our time tonight.
Yeah, I traveled. I just came back. I just came in not even quite 40 minutes now.
Oh, brilliant. Good enough. You are joining us tonight. You are my last caller, by the way. So let's hear from you.
Anyway,
which part did you join us from? I mean,
it's been it was basically on this. Yes, it's basically on this discussion. But on my way from the airport, I was watching something on YouTube where Femi Falana was talking.
Right.
And God bless that man.
Amen.
Because he cannot do it all alone. But he has to talk. Somebody has to talk. One person has to talk. Then the general public, the masses or the general public, they can act. One person cannot act alone.
No.
So if you look at the expose, you'll be asking yourself, the question that will always come to your mind is, why is it that we are shouting, we go out and borrow money? And when we borrow that money, they don't even know what to do with the money. They only just tell us this is what the money was meant for. But yes, but at the end of the day, you find nothing. Is it that the country cannot go and borrow money and say, oh, we've been talking about this subsidy that we've been wasting billions, not even millions, we've been wasting billions. Why don't we borrow money and reconstruct or do a new mini refinery? If you can go and take 2-point-something billion from the NNPC, you told us that they don't have 1 naira, they don't have a dime, because every time they've been
nothing
for the past 7 years, nothing to remit. And at the end of the day, you said you brought in 2-point-something billion naira to put in Dangote's refinery.
Dangote's refinery, yeah.
But when you make your reservation very well, I am somebody, I read a lot. I have gone into trying to know how much does it cost to build a refinery. Refineries, it depends on what you want to do.
You see, Osita,
yeah.
allow me to say something quickly that may be useful in what you want to have that may tell us tonight, because I just remember now, that Dangote refinery you mentioned, apart from the crooked ways they are putting that together, instead of Nigeria to have a working refinery and how they put Dangote stuff all together, Abi. Now, do you know that Nigeria normally sell crude oil in dollars, Abi? Now, after all of the stolen money that they have indirectly laundered and then put through the Dangote stuff as they are doing, now they are saying the crude oil that will be supplied to Dangote will be sold to him in naira. Now, here is the scam. You know, they are already preparing people to start paying between $300 to $500 per liter of petrol. Abi, they are already taking them there gradually, Abi, because of dollar. The excuse is that it is dollar that is causing this wahala. Yeah. Now, if they begin this way, they are going to change Nigeria. Dangote is going to be collecting free crude oil, and is going to be selling the finished product back to Nigerians at the price of imported refined products, because they will say, how much is a liter of barrel of how much is a barrel of crude oil now? They will say $120. Now Dangote will collect it at the rate of maybe 200 naira or 300 naira per barrel. Okay, free oil. Then, but when they want to sell to everybody right there, then they will say we have removed subsidy. So people will bring oil from UK. Oil from Europe. They may be selling their own liter per 500 naira. Dangote can say, because of dollar, I'm selling for 350 naira per liter. That scam, we are going to do a series on it very soon. Go on, Osita, just so you know the fraud behind Dangote stuff.
So now, there are some refineries which could be built in less than $500 million.
I believe.
New refineries.
Yes.
If it is actually a country that is healthy enough, which is the leaders, the so-called leaders, I don't call them leaders, the so-called leaders, they are mentally fit. Do you know that every state in Nigeria can own a refinery with the kind of money that we hear that is missing here and there?
Here and there.
Every state in Nigeria can own a refinery. It is business. These things, the states are not just there to generate money for the center. It is business. If Dangote could own a refinery, an individual, what stops the state from owning a refinery?
God bless you, Osita. A big question. If Dangote can have own a refinery, what stops states, especially oil-producing states, from having their own refinery?
Especially the oil-producing states. But you will now tell them that, oh, they are not supposed to. That is what I am trying to tell you, that this country, this contraption, I don't care how anybody wants to sustain it.
It's unsustainable.
I don't care how anybody wants to sustain it. Anybody wants to tell me I'm a saint, I'm a this, I'm a that. Anybody who is campaigning for this time in that contraption, that person is an evil man. Because nothing is definitely going to work. A country whereby they will tell you that clearing of bushes, grasses, that we didn't see where they clear, They said they spent 8-point-something billion naira. A country where they will tell you that snakes and scorpion and serpent, they ate naira notes or dollar notes. All this whole thing I am talking about happened in one particular administration. The issue of Kwara State, the governor, the money that they said is missing. We have not talked about Wike in Port Harcourt, the amount of money that is missing. We have not talked about the one in Imo State. We've not that one in Imo State. That's my state. He will tell you that I am using it to fight IPO. That means it is going for security. It is on security. The security.
Do they know how many school children? Now they have over 20 million out of school children in Nigeria today, right? Do they know how many of those children can be sent back to school with the security vote of all these governors who are in their states? There is no security, we know that, Abi, but they are withdrawing over 300 million, 400 million per state for security votes. Like, just adding to your question, so how many children do they think that will take off the streets if that money is not going into the private pocket of those people?
My brother, don't be angry because today I'm only just trying to dissect our problem. The problem in the Nigerian
I am following you, Baba. I'm following you.
So now, when you look at it, you will find out the rot, the decay in governance in Nigeria. And I tell people that it is because government has not done their job. That is the reason you find there are criminals, destitute, psychopaths everywhere.
It's a takeover.
It's because they have not done anything. Now, look at it again. They are talking about spending money here. Oh, that one candidate is going abroad. He wants to get money. But look at the money we are spending locally for election, buying votes here and there, things like that. Nobody's talking about it. You will find out that the country is not serious. I tell people that the best thing we will do for ourselves is to break up this contraction. Then we can have a conversation. If we cannot break it, we will never have this conversation. And I am sorry, my brother, you remember before I traveled, the last thing I said here, I was so passionate about it, I felt like crying that particular day. Believe me, we will not get this thing by gentility. We will not get this thing by just talking and talking. If we do not act, we will remain like this. We will keep blaming each other. Let's be factual. Everybody. That thing they say, Yoruba will say, Arawani. All of us, we have this inside of us.
That's right.
That the Igbo man don't trust the Yoruba man don't trust the Hausa man don't trust the ethnic. They don't know. Every nation in that Nigeria
so well. And that's one success legacy that these criminals have. They divided us, and somehow it seems like it will take us a long time to actually figure it out.
And that is the reason. Every one of us, we are emotionally attached to our own criminals.
Yes.
But you see one thing I tell people, the moment that the Yoruba nation can stand on their own, the Igbo nation can stand on their own, the people of the South, they want to stand on their own.
They can.
Believe me, that is when we will start fishing out our criminals. But right now, as it is in Nigeria, we will always pamper them. Because the moment something is done against an Igbo man, for example, every Igbo, 95% of Igbos will say, oh, because of he's an Igbo man. The same thing applicable to the Yoruba man, the same thing applicable to the Northern. But why don't we grab this thing and break it? When we break it, we can now go our different ways internally and ask ourselves some
that
questions.
Will even grow so much respect. It will breed so much respect. We respect ourselves more than the way we are dealing with ourselves now. Do you get that now?
Yeah. So have copied questions is what we'll start asking. questions that we cannot even imagine right now. So that is the way it is, my brother.
It is
all these things we are doing with Rigmarole here. If we do not fight for this thing, it will not happen. I am sorry.
And that's why we are saying to everybody as well, if there's anything we should be doing, we should be pulling our resources together so that whenever you say fight, at least, like they say in Yoruba, your hand must have been holding the what do you call it, the hold of a sword, so to say. I mean, you must have something behind before you now say, yeah, I'm ready. We need that to keep ourselves together. So importantly.
And lastly,
yes, Osita.
And lastly, my brother,
yes, sir.
If everybody is not seeing this thing, I am seeing it. Believe me, I am seeing it to the tune of 75% chance. There is not going to be an election in Nigeria. I am looking at it because as at this time of the year, September, every sitting government or president will come out and start campaigning for his preferred candidate.
Oh, they haven't started the in Enugu. You know what happened in Enugu yesterday, right? They said unknown people. Meanwhile, some people have already said that Nashimaroke Namani mobilize them. They attack Labour parties. But you know what happened is their campaign is starting at the end of this month, 28th of September. Now, you see this week we are now. By next week, you now go begin to see. You now go begin to see videos. They don't break my head, yo. Now meeting with them, they don't shoot gun.
No, you.
This one we do. So don't worry. You'll be seeing all of that soon. You'll be seeing all of that
before
soon.
I called in. Yeah, before I called in, I was talking to somebody in Abuja.
Right.
On the phone, and we were talking about this whole issue. I was telling somebody that look at it now. I think he's looking quiet, calm, and gentle. The campaign, but come October, by October, Atiku will start distributing money in the whole of the whole mosque, in the northern side.
Have you not seen those who are already decamping? House of Assembly members in northern Nigeria, they are already decamping to Atiku now. Have you not been seeing
to PDP, right?
Now PDP, no, APC to PDP. So it's already happening now.
No, so what you will see at the end of the day, what you will hear, they will speak that they are Kadankada. By the time they speak Kadankada, they will come out and tell them that you cannot vote for any other person than a northern Muslim.
I know.
A northern Muslim. Then I will see how people want to survive.
May God just give us, may God just give us may universe give us long life enough to witness everything. There are many ways we know that there are many pointers that shows that Omo 2023.
My prayer is that when all these things happen, by God's grace, let's be energized, their energy, that which will cause a lot of confusion. Because if we don't cause that a lot of confusion, if that confusion doesn't come, that pandemonium doesn't come, that civil unrest don't come, we will not react. Because that civil unrest needs to come, then people will react.
You know my own prayer, and I want you to join me in it, is that when the Kasala will burst, many of us who saw it coming, we will be together, united, to be part of that new beginning. So that we will not be so divided that as we are shouting, hey, oh, hey, the criminals who survived the crash, they will quickly glue everything together again. And so, let's continue. You get what I mean? We cannot get what we want divided. And with what Nigeria is doing, they are doing a very, very terrible job that doesn't guarantee the unity of what they are selling lasting longer than this. But when the Kasala bursts, when the whole house comes crashing, that we know it's going to happen, I pray that you and I will be united enough to encourage that new beginning, like you said, and not as scattered as they have always wanted us to be, the divide and rule. That's my own prayer. Osita.
Amen.
Thank you. Now, I'll call it a night set now. Thank you so much. Oh,
thank you very much.
Larry. Let him come and make me laugh in a bit, which is a way of adding things. Larry, I was about signing out, so I would spare just about 5 minutes with you And I hope we use it very well, that we don't use more than that. Baba, how are you?
Oh, Baba. Oh, thank you, man. Wow. Man, good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning, good morning, good morning, wherever you are. You know, man, thank you so much, man, all over the world. My people, check it out now, but don't want to do me anyway. Let nobody tell me to speak in English. I'm going to mix everything. Because it's always so sweet when you want to para.
I know.
And you want to para, you have to...
Some words or some sort of sentences are better said in Yoruba. So, and I don't understand.
Oh.
So just...
Yeah. Just like when you want to say Olori Buruku. You can say unfortunate human being law.
Larry.
So, my brother, in fact, see, one thing I want everybody to understand is, very soon, just like you said, the only thing that pains me most is àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké yìí ló ń jìyà ẹ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ pé àwọn èèyàn lè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa jẹ ọmọ wọn. Sọ nípa àwọn olórí burúkú kan ti ń ta ọmọ wọn. Àwọn ọmọ kékeré ló ń jìyà kíní yìí o. And we keep telling everybody that let's break this thing up. But some idiots, àwọn máṣàǹfààní olórí burúkú kan, wọ́n ń jókòó síbẹ̀. Wọ́n máa fún wọn ní crumbs, wọ́n máa fún wọn ní crumble, wọ́n máa ní báyìí àwọn ibẹ̀ yìí ṣe. Ṣé rí ẹjẹ́ kí n sọ̀kan fún yín? Mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn àti Yíbò a ṣe máa pàdé ní Y point tó bá rántí ìgbà tí mo ń sọ gbà yẹn. Tó mọ kí mo sọ kí nìyẹn? Yeah, a ṣe máa pàdé Y point ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa dùn gan, a máa push àwọn olórí burúkú yẹn. A ṣe máa jẹ́ wọn náà tìyẹn o. Sọ́yà ọ̀ ṣe èrè. But ẹ̀yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ clean nínú ilé wa náà because òṣì tó ń ṣe yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. No. Agbúrò ọkọ lé àwọn tiwa náà kọ́ sákàbàkàbà.
See, Larry, as a Yoruba man, mo ye jókòó báyìí, tí n bá jókòó, tí n bá kàn rò pé, wọn ló mọ tá a kọ, òun ló máa gbélé ta kọ́tà, àbí? 22 years ago, Baba, that thing they break my heart. 22 years ago, so many people who are probably watching me too today, some of them watching me, they were not born 22 years ago. Here you get. Now, today, a child born on 1999, today, that child is 22-year-old man or woman. Now, these guys had no plan for all these children in their 20s now or in their early 20s. So no plan for them. Now, here we are. Somebody is now saying they have a plan for your future. And the same people, and you believe them. Do you want to give another 22 years of your own children to them? Your parents gave birth to you 22 years ago. Some of you are facing the worst hardship of your lives in Nigeria today. Now, some of you are also parents now at 22 or 21. Now, do you want to give the next 22 years of the life of your own children to the same people your parents gave your lives to? That thing they touch me, Baba. Every now and then.
The thing they paying us for outside because we don't see how life supposed to be. You understand? The mumus then when they inside Nigeria, they no one open their eyes. And I will go force them to open their eyes. Because as it is going, what to reach the babaje to do the ninda. No, I cease to say Nigeria. Fuck Nigeria.
Nigeria ti balẹ̀ Yorùbá jẹ́ fún wa. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò guarantee.
Irú gbogbo òṣìwò nìyẹn. Àmọ́ sọ fáwọn ọ̀nà pé ẹjí ẹ wo ẹ̀rí sọ̀kan fún yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa lọ support ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa lọ protect àwọn gọ́vnọ̀ ọlọ́pàá tó máa gbé mọ̀ náà ni ọmọ ọlọ́pàá yẹ̀ o. Mo sọ wo ìyá ìjà ògbó yìí o a máa pa yín o. Wo tó bá ti dòun ó ti dòun nìyẹn o. Mo kàn sọ fún mi pé mo pariwo mi báyìí political screen ìjà ìjà àpá ẹ̀.
Bàbá ta ló sọ pé ọlọ́pàá tó gbé bọ́dá nìyẹn gan tó ń kọ́ bá rọ opportunity kò ní yìnbọn fún.
Bàbá ọmọ tó mọ̀ kí mo sọ fún yín pé mi ò kì í ṣàánú ọlọ́pàá ṣùgbọ́n mo rí ní nǹkan ṣe bá wọn GDP kan gbé tá a dà fún ó yẹ kó pa ni kò ní da fún yàrá ìyá wọn níbo ló ti ń bọ̀.
Èmi ti rí ibi tí vigilante ti lọ rescue ọlọ́pàá tí Fúlàní kidnap o Sure, you get me now?
Yes, you can imagine. Ọlọ́pàá yẹn kẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn náà tó bá rí vigilante yẹn lọ́la, ó tún sì máa fi àjẹ vigilante. Ó sì máa fi àjẹ vigilante níta, ó máa shoot vigilante tó bá ní pé ó yẹ kó lọ shoot aside, kó máa shoot àwọn èèyàn tó ń protest. Àní èmi ò ṣàánú ọlọ́pàá o. Wá ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká lajú wa o. Kò sọ wo àánú ló pa wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o. Ojú àánú ti fọ́ kíkà ló kù. Páírẹ̀tì ni gbogbo wa báyìí. Ojú àánú ti fọ́ kíkà ló kù. Kíkà tó dẹ̀ kù yẹn gan, wọ́n ti ń fi píìnì kun, kò ní dá fún yàrá yẹn anybody. Èèyàn kan wá sọ fún mi pé kí n máa ṣe New Testament. New Testament ń bo ọgbẹ́ni ẹlẹ́fọ̀n náà ẹ̀yẹ ká padà sí ìgbà tí Mósè. Àbólóṣì ni gbogbo yín. Ẹ máa sọ pé ọmọ ó ti di wọ́rọ́ sí wọ́rọ́ tó bá ti di wọ́rọ́ sí wọ́rọ́. Èmi tẹ̀ láìkì nǹkan tó fi lè máa mú irú òsítà yìí máa para díẹ̀díẹ̀ yìí. Ìwọ mọ̀ pé òsítà máa ń láì láti máa diplomatic. Ó ti ń para kó ti mọ̀ pé ó ti ń kọ egungun nìyẹn.
So para òsítà ní para lẹ́rìí báyìí sí because irú para ti lẹ́rìí yìí gan-an ó dà kó kó everybody pọ̀ mọ́ra wọn ni o like ọ̀bẹ́nìkan jà fọ́ọ̀gùn gbogbo lé lójú ni lẹ́rìí mú wa o like everybody ẹ̀ ń ṣí eré ni.
Fọ́ọ̀gùn everybody lójú.
Like ṣe ìyá.
Kí ni gbogbo ṣì èmi sọ́ọ̀sì ni o ẹ̀yẹ́ kí everybody jí o. Torí à ń ní àwọn wèrè kan nínú wa. Àwọn tó jẹ́ máa fún wa problem jẹ́ sọ́ọ̀sì kò ní ta fún yàrá anybody. Àwọn agbèrò yẹn ló máa fún wa problem. A jẹ́ máa pa yàrá ìjà gbó. Ẹ máa mọ̀ pé àwa ta ṣe èrè apọ̀ gan nígboro. A kàn ń faṣọ bó wèrè wá ni. A kàn ń faṣọ bó wèrè ni kò ní ta fún yàrá yìí. Ìwọ máa sọ fún mi ìyàrá ìjà ìwò. Ẹ máa wọ̀rí ó jà ti dòun tán kí ni gbogbo òṣì yìí rà ọ́n. A kàn máa gbọ́ bílíọ̀n, a máa gbọ́ tírílíọ̀n, a máa gbọ́ kíní kan. Àwọn òkòlùkọ̀ àwọn wọ́n dẹ̀ ń dókòó ṣé bóun lọ analyse yẹn. Federal government ti parọ́ fún yín pé òun fẹ́ fún yín 150,000. Nínú yín dùn ẹ̀ ń jó bí olórí burúkú. Ẹ ti gbàgbé pé iye tí a sùn béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn kò tó iye tí wọ́n láwọn fẹ́ fún yín combine.
Ta ló máa ṣí yunifásitì fún yín ta ló máa kọ́ yín kò make sense but
it's
always like that Naijani ó sad gan.
Àyè rọ́bìsì òní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń dúró èèyàn kan wá ń sìn mo sọ̀yọ̀ ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ̀jẹ̀ má bínú èèyàn kan wá ń sìn mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ń sìn.
5 minutes.
Lórí mi yọ kọ́ bẹ àwọn obìnrin síwájú. Ẹ má bàbá mi má bínú jà ọ̀rọ̀ pàrọ̀ lélẹ̀ nà. Tó mọ̀ pé èèyàn kan sọ láìpẹ́ yìí pé ìwọ́jẹ́pọ̀ rẹ̀pù yẹ́ ẹ̀rín sójú ẹ̀ kí ọ̀kan máa bẹ̀ ẹ́ pé kò má bínú kó wá kọ́ ẹ pé báyìí kò yẹ ṣe. Ó ní fara ya ni. Ẹ ti rí òfin Yorùbá láǹdì pàǹdà àwọn. Oníkálukú ló kàn gbókò burúkú síta tó fẹ́ bí àṣà bàbá Lando ó ní Nàìjíríà Babangida fọ́ọ̀kì Nàìjíríà táyà ó ní we no want again ẹ̀ ká sọ táyà ká dàrú. Kí ni gbogbo òṣì yìí rà ọ́? Báwo ni Dangote ṣe máa ń gbọ́ nígbà ìyá Dangote ìgbà tó ń dàgbà bọ̀ ṣé àjàkúta ò ti sí wọn kí ló pe orúkọ ẹ̀ òwe kòrò ò ti sí mẹ́ni níṣẹ́ ó ti tẹ́kì ẹ̀ ó ti tẹ́kọ̀ bẹ̀ níṣẹ́ epo wa tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ó ti tó kò lé kí ló dé kí ni gbogbo òṣì yìí
òun ló máa wà.
Àwọn aláma Dangote fúnra wa lákìlá kò ní dáhùn yàrá ìyàwó gbogbo wọn ọ̀nà bọ̀ ṣé bóun ló sponsor gbogbo àwọn pípì ṣé bóun ló sponsor wọn. Ṣé wọ́n lọ sọ́sọ̀ wọn? Kọ́mọ wọ̀rí. Ọmọ rí ìgbàgbọ́rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn tí mọ̀ wọn kan. Ẹ̀dá síta èyí tèmi. Ẹ̀dá síta tó bá ti fún fèrè. Ẹ̀dá síta torí kò sí diplomacy mọ́. A lè bá wọn fi lọ. A lè bá wọn fi parí kiri. Wèrè lọ́wọ́ fi parí ẹ̀. Wèrè lọ́wọ́ fi gbẹ̀tọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. Wèrè ni o. A máa gún wọn kòkòrò. A máa gún wọn lójú. A máa pa wọn sojú wọn. Ìyá ìjà ogun wọn kò ní dáhùn yà wọn. Bàbá mi ò fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù ó dàbọ̀.
No, ètò tẹ̀ ti sọ yìí bàbá in fact gan ọmọ anyway thank you so much Larry you have a good night thank you very very much. Now this is where
we're going
to do the cutting here. My time is so up. I wish I could take more, but there's no much time to do that. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. For those who joined midway or near end, I would advise you to watch the broadcast from the start again. You probably will make a sense of it as well if you listen with that open mind, okay? I've done my part. What you make of this is up to you. So thank you so much for spending your evening with me again, as usual. Next time. Again. So good night from here.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.